these sessions live. So to get the recordings of the sessions. So if you kind of want to kind of see the sessions even after the workshop or the masterclass is over, you can of course go back to that. Yes? Okay. So I'm just sharing my screen. Okay. There are loads and loads of people entering. Preeti, if you can just manage that part. There are loads of people coming and going. Okay, great. So guys, today we're going to start with LinkedIn. Again, a very, very powerful tool. So first we'll of course understand what is LinkedIn used for. Okay. I'll also teach you about some basic hygiene that you need on your LinkedIn profile. What are the things you have to keep in mind while you are working on your LinkedIn profile? So what are the kind of things, keywords you need to have in your bio, in your headshot, in your about us, in your headline, in your featured section, in your recommendation parts, how do you reach out to people? So there are loads and loads of things which we'll be discussing. Okay, so we'll see. Basically, I've broken this entire masterclass into 3 days. Okay, so first day today, I want to focus majorly on profile building, because profile building is one of the most important aspects of growing on LinkedIn. Okay, so what is profile building? How do you actually build your profile from scratch? We'll be studying that today. Tomorrow we'll talk about what kind of content should you be creating for LinkedIn, what kind of content actually works on LinkedIn, different features of LinkedIn. We'll also be studying about company pages. If you have your brand page, how do you create a company page? Also on the third day, we'll talk about community building, networking, how do you get leads, how do you do paid campaigns on LinkedIn. So all of that we'll try and finish in next 3 days. Okay. So before we start, as I said, LinkedIn is a super powerful tool which actually helps all of us to reach out to our target audience. Yes. Now, again, as I said, LinkedIn is not restricted to only some people. Everyone can take benefit of LinkedIn because it's that powerful. Okay. So when I will start sharing with you all the hacks, tips, and tricks of how simple it is to use, you'll yourself understand that, oh, these are some things even we could have used. Okay, so I'll tell you what are the kind of things that LinkedIn has helped me personally. So it will give you a broad picture as to how you can also place things. Okay, so not only for my, so of course for my workshops and my sessions, I keep getting loads of leads and inquiries from LinkedIn. Like we had done a session with 8 employees of a realty company, the Kanakya Realty. It's a very big realty company. So the digital marketing expert of that company actually got in touch with me on LinkedIn, and I did sessions with eight of their employees. Okay, I've also done sessions with Somaya College, loads of colleges and institutes through LinkedIn. So I recently had 30 sessions with Dhanukar College as a visiting faculty, and I actually got in touch with someone on LinkedIn for that, and then she connected me with the person at Dhanukar College. Also, I have hosted and I've been a chief guest at a lot of these management institutes. In Somaya College only, there was this girl, she was studying there, and they had a huge management fest, and there were loads of participants who were participating in that management fest, and they had to present a presentation on marketing. So they had invited me as a chief guest and a judge to actually judge that event. So I was sitting, like I was the youngest in that panel, and I was sitting next to the heads at Unilever and Deutsche Bank. So there were managers from these two companies and myself. We were actually judging that event. So that girl, she actually found me on LinkedIn. Okay, so there have been tremendous opportunities that LinkedIn has given me. In MET College in Bandra, this lecturer, he actually found me on LinkedIn, and he said that, Ami, we would like you to have a motivational talk for our students. Can you please come and do a talk with us? So that also I actually got through LinkedIn. And one of my biggest project of life has been where I got to train around 500 doctors across 5 cities in India. That was of course before COVID, but that lady, she actually found my profile on LinkedIn, and then she reached out to me, and that was one of my biggest break, because I got to train doctors, and that to 500 doctors. It was for Lupin Pharmaceuticals, and they actually found me through LinkedIn. And because I got Lupin later, I also got a project with Sun Pharma, and I did a couple of I was invited for a conference. So that Lupin Pharmaceuticals helped me to get the project for Sun Pharma. But Lupin thing actually got me I got that project through LinkedIn. So that's how powerful the platform is. And there are loads and loads of opportunities that you can actually use. Okay, but also I was featured by CNBC for their show Tech Guru. So this lady, she is connected with me on LinkedIn. There have been loads of like IIM Shillong. Of course, I have not been able to still finalize the dates with them. But this lady, she's studying in IIM Shillong. She got in touch with me that, hey, we would like to, do some sessions with you if you could come and visit our center. So she also got in touch with me through LinkedIn. So if you see, LinkedIn is such a powerful tool. And if you ask me, I haven't spent even one penny on LinkedIn marketing. It's just organic marketing. Through organic brand building, I have received all of this. Yes. So I'm actually going to teach you how all of this has helped me. So step by step, we'll see everything and how you can also build this. But again, guys, having said and done, it's not a magic. It's not going to happen like overnight. So it's going to be a process. It's going to be a journey. But that journey has to start from some place. It has to start somewhere. Okay, so it's the right time for you to start, because if you actually see different other platforms like Facebook, Instagram, there is like it's a crowded place right now. It's a crowded market right now. LinkedIn is also getting little crowded, but it's still not crowded as Twitter or Instagram, if you see. So still people are not understanding the kind of amazing things that LinkedIn can give them, and that is why many people don't reap the benefits of LinkedIn. Okay, so I'm very excited that all of you guys have taken that first step to start your LinkedIn journey, and we'll see how we can take this forward from here. Okay. Okay. So great, guys. So I'm going to start with the session. First day, LinkedIn profiling. Okay. So all of this that I said, which I actually got through, all the opportunities that I actually got through LinkedIn, the first step in that is your profile building. Okay. How powerful is your profile? What is your profile talking to people? Okay. Don't think just as this is like your resume, it's like your bio data. It's not like that. It's as if you are talking to people. So when you're talking, say, face to face with people about your company, about your brand, with what passion would you be talking? So that passion has to come out in everything that you post on LinkedIn. Okay, so first, of course, starting with your profile. Okay, so what are the important things that your profile must have? That's what we're going to focus on today. So if you see here, I have actually shared my screen over here. Okay, on the top, can you see I have a URL, linkedin.com/Ami Savla Himani. Okay, this means my username, my URL is optimized. Okay, if you have not changed this, okay, if you are using it, whatever LinkedIn has given you, many of y'all would have some numericals or some special characters over here. You'll not be able to see this from your phone, but if you actually check your profile from your laptop, you will see that many times along with your names, you have numbers or you have a hyphen, something of that sort, because your URL is not optimized for search. So what will happen is, if people are searching for your name, they might find a lot of names, and whose profiles are optimized, LinkedIn is going to push their profiles up. Okay, so this is something you have to do. The first thing, you have to optimize your profile URL. Okay, how do you do that? And this can be done only from your laptop or your desktop. So from your phone, you will not be able to do it. So there are some features which you can do only from your phone. Some features can be done only from your laptop, which I will tell you while we are working on it. Okay, so if you see over here, again, okay, so I'll take questions later, guys. Let me just finish this part and then I can take in questions in the last 10 minutes. Okay, so Ami Savla Himani, so can you just see over here? Okay, on the right hand side, there is something called edit public profile and URL. Okay, so you just have to click over there. As soon as you click over there, can you see on the right hand side, you will see something like edit your custom URL. Okay, so, and there is a pen sign over here. Just click on that pencil sign And over here, you can actually customize this as per your name. So it should just have your name, surname. If you want to have a keyword also, like for example, if I want to make my name as Digital Ami Himani, I can also do that. So if you want to put up a keyword which you think people can associate, say for example, you're a physiotherapist, you're a dentist, you're a dermatologist, so if you want to use that dermatologist Ami or a physiotherapist Sonali, something like that also is fine. But your name is important. Your name, surname has to be a part of it. There should be no numbers, no special characters, no hyphens in your username. Okay. Now, one challenge you might face is if your name is very common, like say for example, someone like a Jay Shah. Now that is a very common name. So if you try to put it over here, if someone already has that URL, LinkedIn has already given it to someone, then you will not get it. Okay. So then you'll have to add a special, another character or another letter or something so that LinkedIn can give it to you. Okay, so just after the class, just try it out and try to capture that name, try to capture that URL for yourself. Is everyone with me? Guys, I'm not taking any questions right now. Just wait back after the class because I want to finish today's agenda and then I'll take all the questions. Is everyone clear for the URL part? Can I just get a heads up in the chat box, please? Everyone? Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is how when people search for your name, they'll easily be able to find you if your profile and if your URL is optimized for search. Second thing, when you come down, you see your cover banner. This is your cover picture where you can actually see me conducting a workshop. Okay, so you should try and have a cover picture for your profile. Now, 90% of LinkedIn profiles don't have a cover photo. Means what? You have not optimized. So these all points that I'm sharing with you all is all about optimizing your profile. So these things you have to keep in mind so that people will be able to search you and LinkedIn will rank your page on the top if you're using all the features that that platform is giving you. The more features that you use that the platform is giving you, more your profile will be optimized for search. Okay, so if you miss out on using any features, that much ranking is going low for your profile. So it's very important. It might take you a couple of days to sit through and complete your entire profile. I'm not expecting you to do everything in one day, because when I start showing you loads of things, you might get little overwhelmed that oh my god, there is so much to do. But guys, understand that this masterclass is for 3 days, but then you have rest of lot of days to work on it. So I would suggest that take at least 15-20 days to thoroughly work on your profile. And wherever you get stuck, please feel free to get in touch with me on WhatsApp. Whenever I get time during the day, I will get in touch. I will get back to you with your queries. Okay, so if you see the cover photo, okay, as I said, 90% of the profiles don't have a cover photo, means their profiles are not optimized. You should have a cover photo for your LinkedIn profile. Okay, now what are different cover photos that you can have? One is, I would suggest, if you're a trainer or a consultant, or if you have something which is more actionable, where you can show in action. Okay, so try to put up a real picture. See, for example, if I'm a trainer, so I've actually put up a picture of me conducting a workshop. Okay, so it's a picture in action. So either you can, so for example, you are a hairstylist. So while you are doing a hairstyling for someone, you can take a picture of that. So I don't want any logos over there. No logos. Okay, guys, logos on your personal profile cover picture will not be there. It looks too gimmicky and it looks too promotional. So no cover photos. It should be you in action. Okay, for example, if you're a fashion stylist, so you while you're designing something, or you're on your AutoCAD designing something, or you're a graphic designer while you are making some creatives, so basically I want you in action images. Okay, so either it could be that, or what I would suggest is you can also go to Canva, and Canva has some amazing LinkedIn banners. So when you just go to Canva, just go to canva.com. I'm sure everyone knows about Canva. For people who don't know, it's an amazing do-it-yourself platform to make anything and everything under the sun for your digital platforms. So you want to make your Instagram post, your Instagram reels, your Facebook post, your LinkedIn post, your PDFs, your invoices, your visiting cards, your portfolio, your resumes, your everything, like everything can be actually made on Canva. So I'm going to go to Canva and I'm going to search over here for LinkedIn Okay, LinkedIn banner. Can you see there's something called LinkedIn banner? So I'm just going to click over there. And LinkedIn is going to, Canva is going to give me whole loads of templates. Okay. Some will be paid templates and some will be free templates. Okay. Of course, if you're using a free Canva, you might have to use a free one. But it's my personal suggestion that buying a Canva Pro account is an investment for life. So please go ahead. It's not very expensive. I think it's around 4,000 bucks a year. So if you want, you can also do a trial for 1-2 months and do it. But trust me, your life becomes so much simpler. There are so many ready-made templates available. You just have to go and edit it and change it. Okay. So what I would suggest is either you have your picture in action, or you can also go to Canva. And if you see here, there are some amazing cover photos over here. Okay. So for example, I'm just clicking this one. Okay, just see here, so beautifully, this looks really beautiful. So what I can do this, I can actually customize this entire template as per me. For example, consultation and healthy care. So I can actually mention over here as social media trainer and consultant if I want to keep it for myself. Okay, so I can actually put this, just click on it and change it. Okay, then I'm going to just remove this and I'm going to add my own image over here. Okay, so if you see on the left hand side, there is something called uploads. So I'm just going to go to uploads, upload file. So I can actually upload a file from here. Can you see here? I already have an image. So I'm just going to pick up an image from here and I'm going to add this image over here. Now, can you tell me there is some issue with this image? Can you all tell me what is the issue with this image? Can anyone tell me what is the issue with this image?
The color is not matching, or it's not in alignment with the color combination.
Yeah, it is not matching. It is not in alignment. So I have a background to this image. Yes. Okay. So Canva Pro account has this feature, but if you're not having a Pro account, I'll also tell you a free way to do it. So can you just see over here? I just have to click on this image. There's this option called edit image. I just have to click on that. And there is something called BG remover. I just have to click, just one click, it's going to remove the background for me. Okay. Within seconds, it is going to remove the background for me. But this is, of course, for paid Canva users. Okay. But if you don't have a paid Canva, I will also show you how do you use it for free. Okay. So I can actually put this up, something like this over here. Okay. Okay, so I have my photograph, I have my headline as to who exactly I am. I'm a social media trainer and a consultant. I can also write my name, but my name maybe is not required because it will always obviously be there here. My name is already there over here. Okay. But if I want, I can also write my name small niche. And here what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my unique selling proposition, my USP. What is it that I am extremely good with? Okay. So one line as to what you're extremely good with, or you can also write what are the kind of solutions you are giving to people's problems. Like what solutions do you provide to people in not more than one line. So, okay. So maybe I can just write over here, on a mission to digitally empower people of our country. Okay, or I could also write, also it could be on a mission to digitally empower people of our country, or I could also write, I help people to grow their brand organically on various social media platforms. So I want you to put up one of your USPs over here. Okay. And then what I can do is I can just write my name over here. Ami Sabla Himani. Okay. This I'll just take it a little upper. Yes, just see within 5 minutes, I've actually created an entire banner, which I can save and then I go to LinkedIn and I can upload this. Okay. So either it will be an action image. Okay. name or brand. Your brand name is also fine, Payal, but majorly.
Have I lost a mummy's voice, or is it everybody else also?
Can you all hear me, guys? Is everyone able to hear me? Just give me a heads up, please.
Yes, Ami, you are audible.
Okay. Okay. Okay, wonderful. I'll try to be a little loud also. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so one option, you could have it, you in action, okay, which I showed you over here, where I'm actually taking a workshop. So I've taken a picture of that. If you are networking or if you're connecting with people, you know, you could also have something like that, a picture of you in a group, you networking with people, or you are with someone like a really high, maybe some very influential person. You have a picture with that person also is good enough to put up, okay, but not in your profile picture. This is all okay, no cover picture. Okay, then I want you to write exactly who you are. So you can actually write you are a social media trainer and consultant. So exactly who you are, I want you all to write that. And what is your USP? How are you helping people? Okay, so I help people to grow their brand organically on various social media platforms. And Nietzsche, you can write your name. I would personally suggest write your name, because this is your personal profile. This is not your business page. So write your personal name and avoid putting up your brand name over here, because we don't want to be too pushy to people that this is a very subtle way of building a brand on LinkedIn. Is everyone with me, guys? Is this clear? Everyone till here?
Ami, you were going to show us a way to remove background if you're not paid customers, right?
Yes, I'm going to show it to you. Okay, so guys, there's this free website. It's called remove.bg. Okay, you just have to go to this website. Okay, you just have to click an image from here. So I'm just going to click on image, and I'm going to just take any one of my, say for example, I'm taking this image of mine. I just have to upload it, and on its own, it's going to remove the background for me. Can you just see there? This was the original image, and this is one with a removed background. Okay. By the way, I can also add other backgrounds over here. So there's this option called edit over here. Just click on edit. Okay. Can you see here? I can actually add different backgrounds from here. So if I want to add, say, this one, or I want to add, say, this one, I can actually add backgrounds from here. And I can actually have color backgrounds also. So if I want like a strong, solid color, I can actually use it like this also here. But if I don't want any background also, I can still use it without the background also. Is everyone with me? So you just have to download this image. Okay. Once you download this, it will be saved in your downloads. Now I just have to go to my Canva. Suppose this was the one I removed it from Canva. I'm going to click on upload files. I'm going to go to my downloads, and I'm going to pick up this image and just click on it. Automatically, the same thing without the background is going to come over here. Is everyone clear, guys? Is this making sense? Is everyone with me?
Ami, I just want to know one thing, that you have to put your picture and on these details. But is this only for service industry or for even for product, if somebody has their product?
So I would suggest this is your personal profile. Okay. On LinkedIn, it's more important to do personal branding rather than branding your products. What we are doing is through our personal voicing, through our personal branding, we are trying to push our products only, but that will be the later stage. First, we want to create a solid brand for ourselves. Okay, so your focus on you, your name, and your personal branding. Okay. Okay.
Also, Ami,
Yes,
I had a question. Is it okay if you ask a question now?
Yes, I'll just take 2 minutes, then I'll go ahead. Yes.
So basically, I'm into various businesses. So my, where the caption, it shows a lot of different businesses that I am into. So I was a little confused. Like you mentioned that it should have a strong USP given as to what do you offer. So I was just confused over there. How could one go about it?
Okay, so see, you might have a loads of things, but think from a LinkedIn perspective. What are the kind of clients you're going to get from LinkedIn? Okay, so for example, I might be into three things, but one thing I think my target audience is on Instagram. So let me focus that full attention to that one thing on Instagram. But if I know that there are a lot of corporates over here, there are a lot of HNI people like high worth individuals, I'll find a lot of global audience on LinkedIn. I'll find really CEO, CFO, HR, really founders and entrepreneurs, those kind of people on LinkedIn. So to those audience, what is it that I want to show? Okay, guys, one thing very important, you will have to kind of niche it down, because if you try to put up loads of things, people will get really confused. So it's important for you to niche that this is some, I'm not expecting you to stop other things. I'm expecting you to focus on that one thing completely on LinkedIn. So people, whenever I talk about, say, for example, say you're a dermatologist, okay? So instead of you putting up as I'm a doctor, or you can actually say that you're a dermatologist. So whenever someone asks me that, can you recommend me some dermatologist? I can say that, okay, this person ka name is first that's coming to my mind, that she is an amazing dermatologist. So you should have that one niche to yourself, which people will associate with when they think about your name. If you have too many things, no, people will never associate with you with one thing, and then they will not recommend you also, because they're totally confused as to what exactly you're doing. That doesn't mean that you stop other things, but as I'm saying, try to focus on one or maximum two things on the digital platforms. I know it's a little hard decision to make, but you will have to do it. Otherwise, you'll be all over the place and people will be totally confused as to exactly who you are and what do you do. Is everyone with me? Okay.
Yeah, got it. Thanks.
Okay. Okay, so I think there was one more question. Do you get this option in Canva adding BG? Yes, Seema. So you can actually add a background, or like you can just take a normal background and you can make it. Like just add a background color to it and you'll be able to make it. Okay. Okay, great, guys. So, guys, we'll also have like 5-7 minutes after the class. So if you all have any questions, you all can also ask me that time. Okay, so let me just go ahead. Tons of things to be done. Okay, so here again, I come to my LinkedIn profile. Okay, so first thing, we worked on our URL. Second is our cover photo. Cover photo could have me in action. It could have my photograph with one of my USP and my tagline. It could also have maybe some of your life motto or some of your philosophies in life that you really feel for. So maybe you can have your nice picture with that life motto, and you can also write the author's name if it is not your phrase, or maybe there's a nice quotation that you live your life by. And if you want to write that out, you can also put up a pointer over there. One more way of how you can use your cover photo is, what I can do is all my credentials I can actually mention over here. Okay, so what I can do is I can actually make this a little smaller. So I'll just make this to say 75. Okay, and here I can actually mention social. So I do, say, example, corporate, one-on-one, and group workshops. Okay, trained over. So all my credentials actually I can mention over. Train over 1K participants, 8K participants, featured in 26 plus newspapers, interviewed by CNBC. So my major credentials that I might have, I can actually put it over here like this. Okay, this is also another way of how you can use, because cover photo image is like really huge as compared to your profile image. So you can actually showcase the work that you've done over here. Okay, and I can actually put this up over here like this. And then I can put up my name maybe somewhere here below. And then I can put this up on my cover photo. Yes, everyone, just quickly give me a heads up in the chat box if you got this. Okay, I gave you loads of options of how you can make a cover photo. Okay, now think what is best suited for you, and then you can go ahead and do it. Okay, so right now, don't expect all the answers for you to know. Do some research, maybe look out for other profiles in your niche. what are the kind of things people are doing in your niche, how they have put up their cover banner, and try and take inspiration from them. And right now, just take information, and then after the class, think that how you can make your profile better. Okay, then comes your profile picture. Again, profile picture, very, very, very important. Some do's and don'ts. One, never put up a full length image on LinkedIn. Okay, it will only be half image and your face should be clearly visible. Second, there are loads of LinkedIn profiles which don't have a profile picture at all. So never do that. It's like a ghost profile. Okay, and when you send a request from that profile, no one is going to accept that profile. So you cannot have no photos. You should have a picture. And because this is your personal profile, you should have your own picture. LinkedIn pay per se, if you're using this for personal branding, I would suggest have a solo picture. Don't have a picture with anyone else. Okay, because this is your profile. I want to know who you are and how do you look like. Like if you see, when you would have gone for a job interview or something like that, people, they always ask you to put up your photograph because that's the way of people connecting with you. Okay, so you should have a half picture. Okay, your face should be clearly visible. You should have a solo picture. You should have a smiling image and no party, wedding, those kind of images over here. No travel images, very professional looking image you should have in your profile picture. Secondly, you should have a solid color background behind your picture. So what happens is if the background is little merged or it is little off, people are not able to kind of connect with your profile a lot. So try having a solid color background behind your profile picture. For that, you can use remove.bg, which I just showed you. Just go to remove.bg, remove the background and put a solid color background. Like if you see mine, I've put up this yellowish or an ochreish color background over here so that the profile really comes up when people are scrolling through. Okay, so this is some do's and don'ts that you should keep in your profile picture. A half picture, face should be clearly visible. Solo image, you should don't keep an empty like a ghost profile, and have a solid color background behind your picture and a professional looking picture. No party images, no wedding images, very, very professional looking image. Is everyone with me? Yes, guys, we're going to have a quiz at the end. So I hope everyone is listening to each and every word that I'm speaking. Okay, great, super. Now let's go ahead. Second is your name, of course. So I would suggest that whatever name you're putting over here, like in your URL, Ami Savla Himani, so try to maintain that name over here. So you can actually put up Ami Savla Himani. So why have I kept two surnames? Because before wedding, I had, of course, started my training journey before wedding. So that time I was just Ami Savla. Okay. But after my wedding, Himani got added. Okay. So there were still people who still know me as Ami Savla only. That's the reason, if you see here, I have actually maintained two of my surnames. So Ami Savla Himani. So if people search me with Ami Savla, with Ami Savla Himani, they'll still be able to find me. Okay. So what is it that people know you as, they find you as, or they think about you as? Okay. What is that name that people associate you with? You know, so try putting up that in the name section. Okay. Very important. Okay. After that, is your headline. Very, 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 very important. Okay, this is where people will be able to search you properly. So if your headline is not proper, if you not put up proper keywords in your headline, people will not be able to search you. So it's very important that people are able to search you with your headlines. Okay, like if you see here in this analytics over here, there are 504 profile views. So these are nearly 500 people who actually found me in last couple of days through my keywords. Okay, so it's very important that you have proper keywords in your headline. Okay, so now over here you can actually, so if I've put up over here, so who am I? Start with first, who am I? So I'm a social media trainer. Okay, what all have you done? Like what has been your past experience? My past experience has been that I've trained over 8,000 people. I'm also a consultant. I consult people for their social media growth strategies. I'm also a speaker. So I go for speaking opportunities for social media. I've been interviewed by CNBC. I've got featured in 27 newspapers and magazines, and I've got 8 awards for my work. Okay, so just see over here how I have put up things over here. Some do's and don'ts for your headline also. First, जो आपका initial 5-6 words है ना, they have to be the most critical. They have to be most critical. I'll tell you why. say for example, I am just scrolling through some profiles, okay, and I really liked maybe a post or something like that. Okay, so for example, I like this post, so I'm clicking on this, okay, and I'm going to comment, and I'm just writing here, this is amazing, okay, and I'm actually posting this comment over here. Now, when I post this comment, not only my name, but also my designation. Can you see Ami Savla Himani, who is a social media trainer and she has trained over 8,000 people. She's a consultant speaker. Speaker ki jitna jahan tak speaker likha hua hai, only that much is coming over here. Okay, so you have to be very, very strategic in how are you putting the keywords. The first 5-6 words have to be your main most important keywords that you want people to grasp. So when you're commenting on other people's posts, you don't want just your name, you want these keywords also to come along with it. So when people are reading your comment also, they'll not only know about your name, but they'll also know that, oh, she's a social media trainer. And through this, you really build your network. Is everyone with me, guys? Is this making sense? So the questions that you need to answer over here is, first, who are you? Okay, try to be very specific. Like, for example, say, if you ask me, I'm a digital marketer at the end of the day. But digital marketer is also a huge spectrum. It's a huge umbrella. Okay, in digital marketing, I'm into social media marketing. But social media marketing is also huge. I'm not a social media account manager. I'm not a social media manager. I'm not a social media agency holder. I'm not a social media kind of a paid specialist. I am a social media trainer. Okay, so it's very important for you to mention in digital marketing, social media. In social media marketing, social media training. So very, very important are these keywords and how are you representing yourself? Because what will happen is, if you put yourself as a digital marketer and when people are searching for social media trainer, they'll never be able to find you. Okay, and when you're putting up as your digital marketer and when people are searching for digital marketers, they'll find lakhs and lakhs of profiles. But social media trainers ke itne profiles nahi honge. So what will happen is, maybe there'll be say 5,000, 6,000 profiles. From 1 million to say 5,000, 6,000. Usme se people finding your profile, which will be much more easier. Okay, so very specific, keyword centric should be your headline. Okay, so who you are, what has been your past credentials, like what kind of work have you done? I have been a consultant, speaker, interviewed by CNBC, 27 feature stories, 8 awards. Like if you see even my Instagram, okay, I'll just show you a comparative study on both Instagram and LinkedIn. So if you see my Instagram also, it's very similar. So if you see my profile picture, it's the same on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, all the platforms I keep it same, so that people are not, they're not confused as to exactly who I am. Okay. So over here, if you see here I've mentioned little different. Here I've mentioned that I do group, corporate and one-on-one trainings. I have trained over 8,000. Yes, sab same hai, but there are 2 to 3 things which I've additionally added in my Instagram, which I've not added on my LinkedIn, because the LinkedIn ka the entire platform view and Instagram ka platform view is little different to each other. Okay, and that is why I have kept it like this, because the first 5-6 words are very important.
I mean, in this case, you've not mentioned your company name or anything. Usually people put their company names with their designation, right?
Yeah, so I have not done it because right now, as I said, this is your personal wall. This is your personal branding.
Sure.
I don't want to kind of on the face push about my company, because that will sound very pushy. My company name is there, but it'll come little niche, not over here.
Sure, got it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. There's also an option, guys, where you can actually add like a nice cover video. Okay, so if you see over here, when people open your profile now, they'll be able to see a cover video where you're actually talking. So this is like a few seconds cover video where I'm saying that, hi, I'm Ami Savla Himani. I'm a social media trainer, consultant. So you can actually have a profile picture and I can actually have a cover video also. Yes.
But does
Yes,
it play an important role in having a profile video?
Sorry?
I mean, the video, does it make a major difference if we don't
Yes,
have...
yes. So what happens is, say, for example, your your service is something where it's more about your personal, like you're a consultant or a trainer, you're into yoga, you're into fitness. And if there are some big companies who want to kind of hire you, so they really want confident people, they want people who can talk. So here they'll be able to gauge you, that how are you talking, how are you sounding when you're talking, how are you actually when you're talking. So all of these things, they'll grasp it just with your small cover video. So it's nice to have.
Okay.
I'm
That
not
video
expecting
has
everyone
audio?
to have. Sorry?
That video has audio in it?
It has an audio. If you play it from your phone, you will be able to hear it.
Where to upload that?
Yeah, so this you'll have to do it from your phone. So when I come to my phone part, I will teach you that. So don't worry. When you just click over there, there's an option called upload a cover video. I will teach you that. Don't worry. Let me just finish this because I'll have to toggle between my laptop and my phone right now. Okay, so this you cannot do from your laptop. You'll have to do only from your phone. Okay.
Yeah, got it. Thank you so much.
Yes. Okay, so guys, just see profile. It's such a huge chapter, but we've taken nearly 40 minutes just to finish this much. Okay, so that's how important this is. Trust me, guys, this is your first impression. If your first impression is not good, people will not be able to. So don't make this as your very gimmicky, very pushy on the face. Like I've seen so many profiles, they put up their logos, they put up their company names. The profile picture has their logo, the cover image has their logo, the cover image has their numbers, email IDs. Please, guys, don't do all of that. It looks very pushy. It looks too much on the face. Here, we are trying to build a brand. We're trying to build a good profile. Okay, so focus on that bit and not very promotional aspect. Your very subtle way of brand building activity, which will eventually help us with clients, but take this as a brand building exercise for now. Okay, great. So let's kind of go ahead. Okay. After that, you come down. Okay, there's this option called a featured section. Can you see there's an option called featured section where you can actually feature the best posts that you want over here. Okay, so here I can actually, can you see there's this option called plus over here? So I can actually click on the plus sign over here. Okay, and I can actually add a post, I can add a newsletter, I can add an article, I can add a link, and I can also add media. So all of this I can add. I can then feature on the top, like how you have Instagram highlights, like that you have featured section on LinkedIn. So these are some core things that you want people to see. Okay, so this could be your past work, it could be your certifications, it could be a video link of you talking or if you speaking somewhere, or it could be some of your product pictures also. So if you're into core products or something, you could also have that. If you have some client testimonials, some client testimonial videos, or some client testimonial screenshots, you can also add that. Okay, so if you see over here, I don't have products to showcase. That is why I put up pictures of my workshops over here. Okay, so you can actually feature all of this over here. Okay, so as I said, these are everything that you can add in your featured section. And this will be shown upfront on your profile when people visit your profile. Okay, as I said, there's one post. Say, for example, you've done a post on LinkedIn which did really well. You can actually feature it over here. So you can add a post, add a newsletter, article. If you've written an article somewhere on other profile or for yourself also, you can also add an article. You can add a link also if you've got featured somewhere or anything of that sort. You can also add a link. And add media means I can actually add photos and videos over here. Is everyone with me? And by the way, guys, I can also kind of make it in an order. Like if I want this section to be niche, so I can actually kind of make it like in an order. Okay, so say for example, this one I want it niche like this, and I want this one on the top, so I can actually do that. So whichever is the first 2 to 3 things you want to show, you can actually do that. For example, this social media seminar I had taken, so I want this to be the second one. So I can actually kind of toggle in and make it to the second over here. Or I can keep it first like this over here. Is everyone? Yeah? Yeah, so there's this option over here. Can you see this one? The double arrows. You just have to click on these double arrows. You can find all of these options from your laptop and you'll be able to do that. Prashant, do it from your laptop. It'll be more easier to find. There are some 3 dots or some edit section. You'll be able to find it over there. Okay, so just check it over there. If you still don't get it after the class, just ask me on WhatsApp. I'll help you out.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so guys, this will be your entire featured section. Okay. And also please give a little bit, just don't put up a photo or a video or an article. Just describe it, what exactly this is. So this was, guys, I was telling you, I did social media sessions for doctors in 5 cities. So social media sessions for doctors. This was our 6-day masterclass for jewelry designers. This was a social media seminar for a community. This was a workshop for in Andheri, some co-working space. This was an association with this company called Venture Catalyst. Okay. So give a brief description to each and every featured post or the section that you're putting, so that people know that what is it that you're talking about. Okay. Then you come down, very important will be your about section. Okay. Okay, guys, one very important thing. Please don't put up your about section to be don't make it like your resume. I have done my MBA from so and so, and I'm a hardworking individual. No. Please, all that is too. Just imagine while you're talking to people about your brand. How would you talk to people about your brand? How passionate would you be when you're talking to people about brand? Would you be telling people that this is the university I studied from and this much percentage I got and this is no? Talk straight as to what is it that you are, what is your core services, how are you helping people, what is it that you've done in life, so try putting up such things in your about section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a list of questions. Okay, I'll put up a PDF on the WhatsApp group after the class. If you kind of answer these, like it's like a proper 25 to 30 questions ka questionnaire. Try to, I'm not expecting you to give answers to all of that today. Sit down and every day, even if you can answer 2 to 3 questions, by the end of 10-12 days, you'll be able to make a very good about section for yourself. Okay, please guys, I don't want this to be a resume style about me. I want it to be, think about you're talking to a person and you're talking to that person about your brand and business. How passionately and what are you going to talk to that person? Exactly that you have to talk over here. Okay, here, this is your personal profile. So it will be as you are talking. So I help people. You will not say Ami Sable Himani. No, this is your profile. You're talking. So it will not be in the third place. It'll be as if you are talking. So it will be in the first capacity that you're talking. So it will talk about I. Okay, and not Ami Sabla Himani. Is everyone with me? Okay, you start with exactly the problem that you're solving, which I also told you in your cover photo that you're putting. So if you see over here, I help individuals and companies grow their brand organically on social media through our interactive and practical workshops. Okay, so first, what is your core service that you're providing? Okay, and how are you helping people? So like I know that a lot of people who struggle with technology, they don't want to spend a lot of money, but they still want to grow and they want to independently manage their social media. So yes, I help. Whom I help individuals also, and I help companies also. So you should have that one line about yourself that talks about the complete spectrum about who you are and what you're doing. As a founder, as a CEO of the company, what is it that you're doing should be the focus as a first line. Okay, your first line will not be I am a MBA graduate from so and so. No, I am I'm a founder of so and so. No, as a company, as an entrepreneur, as a founder, as a CEO, what are the problems you're solving of the people, of your clients? You have to start with that. Okay, because if this about us can be like really huge, because it talks a lot about you. If your starting line is only boring, no, people will not read ahead. So you have to make your starting line so strong that people want to read ahead. That, okay, how is she going to help me? If she's saying that she's helping individuals and brands grow organically, how is she going to do that? So then they'll be motivated to read ahead. But if you start with something very bland, which they can find on every Tom, Dick, Harry's platform, they like, okay, this is as same as everyone else. So there was one of this joke which I was just sharing with one of my colleague, and everyone talks about that I'm a TED speaker and I got an opportunity to do a TED talk. I don't know how many of you know about TED talks. They're like very, very famous talks across the globe. So this person's profile I saw very nicely had written, not a TED speaker yet, and don't even want to be. Of course, it was more sarcastic, but I'm saying that not a TED speaker yet. So that will make your mind like, oh, something different that person has written, and then you want to read ahead more. But if your line is like anyone else, I don't want to read it ahead also. So you have to be very smart and strategic in the way you put up your opening sentence as. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to give you a questionnaire. If you answer those questions, you will get it. Also, there's one presentation which has been by LinkedIn only. So if you want to create a good profile, what are some suggestions that LinkedIn gives us? So we are also going to share with you that presentation after the class. So you can actually go through that also. From that also, you'll get loads and loads of inspiration. Okay, so I help Then what are the kind of work that you've done before? So I have having trained more than 8,000 people. I'm on a mission to digitally empower India's enterprising individuals. I envision a time when every individual can leverage their ideas independently on various social media platforms. Then what all do? We have customized and interactive workshops, and we cater to who all do we cater to? Our workshops are for entrepreneurs, for mompreneurs, for professionals, for corporates, for students, and for more. We also do sessions for senior citizens. Okay, we have collaborated with loads of communities. We also consult companies for their social media plans and branding. So these are all the newspapers and magazines that have featured me. So Times of India, Hindustan Times, Midday. So there will be some newspapers who had featured me before, interviewed. So then whatever are your credentials, okay? So basically this will be more about Ami and her work, not Ami and her company, not about company's work. About Ami's work is what? Because this is your personal profile. This is not your company page. So don't talk about your company over here. When we talk about the company, when I teach you how do you talk about your company, that's when your company's role will come into picture. Okay, I'm not saying that you don't mention about your company at all, but not your focus will be Ami. Focus will not be the company, because this is your personal profile. It is not your company profile. Okay, but as I said, I will give you a list of questions. If you use these questions properly, you'll be able to put up a nice about us section for yourself. Okay, great. So it's already 2:53. We'll just take 2 minutes more, and then I'll take in questions, because I don't want to bombard you all with loads of things. These things also take a little time for you all to assimilate. Okay. This entire section, skills, recommendations. Okay. I need time to explain all of this to you all. But one thing in experience I would suggest you all do is, okay, so if you go to your laptop, from your laptop, and you click on your experience section, you can actually add a position, add a career break, or if you've had a career break or something like that also, you can actually mention over here. So please put in your work experience over here. Okay, very important, from the time you've left college till now. Okay, everything that you've been associated with. Say for example, if you ask me, my entire professional journey has been like a khichdi. Like if you ask me, I have done my BCom, then I did a part-time event management course diploma, then I also did my MCom, then I actually did my MBA, but in HR, not even in marketing. Okay, then I worked as an HR consultant in an IT company and realized that, okay, this is not my calling. Left the job, started with my first startup. Okay, maybe tomorrow when we have time, I'll talk to you about it. That startup failed miserably, but that startup gave me a lot of popularity. It didn't give me any monetary profit, but through that startup, I got to know a lot of people. Maybe I'll talk to you all about it tomorrow. So that startup gave me an idea of starting with a social media training company. And now here I'm in front of you as a social media trainer. But I never thought, like 8 years or 10 years ago, that I would actually be a social media trainer. I'd always thought that I'll be an HR manager in a very big corporate company. But that was something that was not my calling. So after so many things and changes, eventually I found out that this is something that I like. Okay, so if you actually see my profile, I've actually mentioned about my MCom. I have mentioned about my HR. I've mentioned about my HR company, how I was working there, what are the kind of projects I did in HR, what kind of assignments I did it over there, what kind of role I was playing in that company. Is my first startup, what was my first startup all about, and then about my recent company. Okay, LinkedIn will be a culmination. It will be like your journey. So it's not just about showing what you're doing right now. I want to know, as a person, how have you evolved? How has your journey been? So I want you to start right from the time you've left college and everything you've been involved in. It could be a total cocktail. It could be a total something that you've studied. You're not even doing it. That's completely okay. But trust me, every phase of your life has taught you something, has evolved you as a person, has given you some skill sets which you have taken it ahead. So what are all these things? Okay, maybe little in detail I will talk to you all about it tomorrow, because it's already 2:55. But right now I'm just putting this to your mind, that don't think that I was a fashion, I wanted to become a fashion designer that time, but right now I'm an architect. It's okay. It's totally different, but it's fine. It's a journey and we all go through that journey. We all have our failures, our setbacks, our challenges, but it's good to put it up, because people again on LinkedIn, no, people don't want to see only a rosy picture. Are there any challenges that you've had? How have you overcome these challenges? What were some struggles? What were some key things that you learned from these struggles? Really, the big corporate clients and all of you see, no, they don't just see your profile, because profile पे तो सब अच्छा ही लिखते हैं कि मैंने ये किया है और मैंने IIM से ये किया है और मैंने, everyone is going to write the good things. But what is your authentic self? That is what your LinkedIn profile say it has to come out. Is everyone with me, guys? Okay, I think with this thought, we'll end today's session and I'll take in questions. But I want you all to assimilate all this information today after the class, so that tomorrow when we start again, we have all of this with us in our mind. Is everyone with me? Was this helpful, guys? Do you all think that if you all start working on all of this, you will start having a good profile on LinkedIn? I will take in questions. Yes? Everyone?
Ami,
Yes.
if you scroll up just below your name, you have put the skills, right? So that skills is there. Below that, you have put some text, right? Talks about training, Instagram. So I'm not able to put that one. How you put
Okay,
that
so
one?
for that, you need to have a creators mode on. Can you see this is an option called creators mode on? So if you make that on, then you'll get this option to add it.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Okay.
Hi, Ami.
Yes. So guys, one thing, I will give you all feedback on your LinkedIn pages also, but not today. First, you all have to incorporate the changes. I don't want to give a feedback to an empty profile, something which I'm not taught you. So first work on your profile, incorporate the learnings and then send me. Like there are people who've attended my last LinkedIn workshop like 3 months ago, and they're sending me right now also that, Ami, can you review it? And I will review it. But I don't want to review it right now. First you work on the changes, then you send me the links and I will review it. Okay? Yes, Payal, go ahead.
Like how you said, you have put the name Ami Savla Himani here on LinkedIn. The same name should be there on Instagram also.
You should try and keep it similar, because like if you see on my Instagram, no, at least Ami, I'm not kept the entire Savla Himani constant, but at least Ami I have kept it constant. So here, if you see, it's Ami social media trainer.
So I can't have my brand name in Instagram and my name in LinkedIn.
Yeah, you can have that also. That's also fine. That's completely okay. But this is your personal profile. Instagram could be your brand page also, right? This is your personal profile. So how Facebook page, there's a personal profile, there's a business page. So they are
Yes.
separate entities. This is your personal profile. So here it should be your name.
Okay. And one more thing, for the cover picture, you said we could mention our credentials or motto on the cover picture also.
I would suggest for you, Payal, if because you also conduct workshops for food and all, it'll be very nice if you can put up a picture of you teaching people to make things, you know. So if there are any corporate people, there are any HR people who want to do some corporate workshops like this for their employees, it would really be nice to put something like that.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the text part. Like you said, we have to mention our USP. We can mention our credentials.
Yeah,
we
so
can put-
similar how we had learned on Instagram, remember? Similar
yeah.
things, you have to put it up over here in your headline
I
also.
put credentials on the cover picture, then we are mentioning credentials here also below the name also, na, the social media.
So that is why I'm saying, if you're putting up an
Mhm.
action image on your cover photo, don't put credentials then. Put up
Okay.
any at any one, please.
Okay.
Yeah, Seema.
Okay.
One more
One
question
sec.
I forgot to ask.
Guys,